Okay, you ready to start?
Let's do it.
We already started.
Sweet.
How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. All right, so welcome back, everyone. My name is Simon Brax, if you don't know me. And today I have with me Jared. Jared, why don't you tell everyone who you are?
All right. I'm a 29-year-old from Dallas, Texas. I've been doing Amazon FBA for, I started researching it a little over 3 months ago, and I've been selling on Amazon for about 4 weeks now. I own my own small business outside of Amazon. I've owned that for about a year now. Been doing that full time, and I have a wife and a little girl and another little boy on the way. So I'm a busy guy.
You are. You're still expecting. I thought she gave birth.
Yeah, December. So it's a little boy this time. So
Yeah,
pumped about that.
pumped. Yeah. So when did you say you started Amazon?
I started researching it about 3 months ago. I started selling about 4 weeks ago. So my
About four
first
weeks.
actual um, sell date was, I think, the 21st of August. So,
Okay, so you'd say you're a beginner.
oh, absolutely.
Okay, and how did that go? Your first month?
It went a lot better than I expected. I've heard all these stories about, these crazy guys that go in their first month. James, and James sold 30 grand in his first month. I'm like, this is just impossible. He sold something stupid, or he just caught on a trend or something like that. That's not real. And I expected my goal for my product. I thought it was pretty cool. Um, I was hoping to sell about $3,000 my first month. That I thought that was a pretty big goal, $100 a day. But I thought that maybe I could get something like that going. And yesterday, I have a special little number to show you because yesterday I hit
Wait, wait.
10.
Let me move my screen. I mean my video. Woo! 10.46.
Yeah,
That's
I
insane.
hit over $10,000 in sales in less than 30 days, and I'm sold out of most of my inventory. I ordered four variants, and I only have one left. Of course, my manufacturer can't even send my new order until this coming Saturday, so 5 days from now, and I ordered it 2 weeks ago. Which it's usually a 10-day turnaround, is what they told me. That just happened to be for the first order. Um, so I ordered 2,400 units for this next round. I'm planning on probably ordering another, I don't know, 2,400, 2,500 units.
Okay, wait, wait. So how much did you start with? How many units and how much did that cost you? And how many products?
Um, I ordered 1,000 units. It's the same product but four different colors.
Okay.
So 250 of each, and it's a pretty small price point item. I don't make a ton of money. I think that there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat whenever it comes to Amazon, and there's a lot of big gurus out there that say if you don't make $10 per item, don't even look at it. I see things a lot differently because um, just because I'm selling. Okay, imagine if I was selling something that was $40 and I was making $15 a piece. If I'm only selling three of those a day, but I'm selling 15 of mine a day, where I'm, you know, am making $3 an item, I make the same amount.
Mhm.
So what's the difference? There's the same amount of work for me. I ordered, you know, it's 1,000 units of this item, but it takes the same amount of work as if you ordered 100 units of a different item, because you have to talk to the manufacturer the same, you
Right.
have to do with shipping the same, you have to deal with the Amazon listing the same. It's just whether you type in 100 or you type in 1,000, it's the same thing to me. So I'm going and it's not like I'm specifically planning on just going for low cost items.
It
That's
just happened.
Oh, it just happened. And I originally I've made some huge mistakes. I mean, I've gotten really lucky. I mean, it's not really lucky, but it kind of is. I went full speed ahead whenever I first started. And after I decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do, I had experience ordering from China before with some eBay stuff that just was terrible. I had a bad experience, and I still have a bunch of cell phone cases in my garage if you're interested in one from 2 years ago. And But so I just thought, I'm super confident. I'll do whatever. Um, I ordered. I forgot to negotiate pricing. First big mistake. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Okay.
But it happens. I also didn't realize that my big competitor was selling it as a set. They were selling their stuff as a set. I wasn't. I was selling it as a single, and I was planning on charging like I had all
Oh.
my calculations, and I was planning on charging the same price as for my one as they did for two, and and I did have a $7 margin on that one, but it I had to kind of figure things out quick. But that was just one of the things where I'm so glad that I still made those mistakes because, at the end of the day, I still have 3 grand extra in my pocket in profit that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And I probably, if I would have seen something as low cost as what I'm charging right now, I wouldn't have even looked at it.
Hmm.
I would have said exactly what all the other people say. If it's not at least $15 to $20 that you're selling it for, don't even look at it. Go to the next thing. My eyes are wide open now, and yes, it is. It was scary whenever I was trying to rank it first, and I had PPC costs, and I for my first week I didn't make a single dollar. I lost money, and I was selling. I think my best day, my first week, I sold like 15 or 20 units. So it wasn't that crazy, but I was spending so much trying to rank for keywords that I mean I was just losing money like crazy. But I think it was like my 8th or 9th day in business. I had my first profitable day. I think I made like $9 or $10, but still, like I fixed my PPC a little bit, started honing things in, and my last full day of sales where I was actually um, optimized on everything, I think I made like $180. And I mean, if you do the math, $180 times 365 days a year,
It's good
that's
money.
a good amount of money. I
Yeah.
mean, that's almost 50K. I mean, that's about 50K.
Yeah.
So, I
So
mean, that
from
could
the
replace
10K that you made this month, how much of that is profit after ranking and everything?
after ranking everything, probably about 2 grand. Um, which for me, I didn't expect to make money on this first batch at all.
Yeah.
Um, I thought that what it looked like on day 7, where I was still losing about, 10 or 15 bucks a day. I thought it was going to stay like that until I started ranking more, but it was just like a lightning bolt. I mean, one day it's like something switched. I think I got my first review on like day 7. That's what it was. I got my first review on day 7, and then all of a sudden my conversion rate just went crazy. I still only have like 6 reviews, but I'm luckily they're all 5 stars, and I did not pay a single person to do that. I am staying within the terms of service like crazy, and I'm not going to risk this because I'm playing the long game. But um, I don't know. It's after the reviews, everything that everyone had told me about it'll be better whenever you get reviews. Because I was still selling like, you know, 10 or 12 a day with no reviews. But after that, it was just like boom, 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 and I mean, my highest day I sold like 55,
Ooh.
and it's just like I can't even imagine what sorry, group text is going crazy. I can't even imagine what Q4 is going to be like, and I
Are
mean,
you ready for it?
I hope. I mean, the 2,400 units that I have isn't going to get me through it, but I'm having some major cash flow issues right now because, I mean, I've heard it from, I'm sure you know who Matt Loberstein is. You've probably seen his
Yeah.
stuff. He's helped me out a little bit, and Nicholas Bosch also. But they've just told me that cash flow issues can be a huge thing whenever you do have a product that succeeds. I mean, I had to spend 4 grand to get those 1,000 units. I had to spend because I negotiated pricing and my shipping actually went down per unit. I had to spend about 8 grand to get these next 2,500 units. And I mean and I haven't gotten paid besides like $200 from Amazon so far. Like they owe me, I don't know. I mean, it's a few $1,000s, and I haven't gotten any of that money yet. So I'm out, $12,000 without being paid once. So
Yeah, and
um,
that's because if people don't know, it's because Amazon only pays you every 2 weeks, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
and it's based on the previous. It's kind of like working at a job. If you work the first 2 weeks, you're not going to get paid that Friday. You're
Right.
going to get paid the next pay period. It's the same thing with Amazon. So it takes you know basically a month to really get your money in from starting to sell. But that's what was, nuts about mine. The first 2 weeks, you know, I just didn't make that much. But then all of a sudden, those last 2 weeks, I was just going crazy, and I had to order more product. And I have to wait until this next payment in from Amazon so I can order enough to where I think I can get through Q4. I mean, I sold 1,000 units roughly in 4 weeks. I just don't even know what it's going to do, but it's exciting.
Yeah, of course.
If I sell out, then I sell out. But that's the cool part about this. It's like, I started from nothing 4 weeks ago, just making a calculated risk on, hey, is this going to work? Like, I've done my research, I've done all my tracking, I did, Jungle Scout, I did FBA toolkit, everything I could do. I thought that was a good idea. I made a bunch of mistakes, but it still worked out because this is like the best opportunity I've ever seen. I mean, honestly, it's just, I wish I would have known about it 3 years ago, 5 years ago. I'd sold on eBay too before this. So I'm just hitting myself in the head because I'm like, this is just it's a potential gold mine. And yes, a lot of people will say it's crowded. But that's a joke. I'm a complete newbie who sold 10K his first month. Like, I bet whenever your stuff finally gets in, you could have something which hopefully is coming in soon. But I'm not a rarity in hearing those stories. It's people, you don't have to make it rocket scientists to do this kind of stuff. It's just, you go out and you do it. That's
Okay, well, give me your advice because I'm calling you because I'm launching soon and your launch went very well. So what would you say I should do first week?
Well, I don't know what kind of product you have. Mine is a very consumer, I don't know, it's not necessarily a viral product, but it's something that is very, very big right now. It's not like it's like all of a sudden overnight. This thing's been big for a few years.
Yeah.
But so I pulled on people's heartstrings. What I did, I wanted to stay within the terms of service. So I made a random post on Facebook and I said, hey, if there's anyone that'd be interested in trying out this specific niche kind of products and giving me your honest feedback, let me know. And I got about 30 people.
Was it an ad or?
No. Just, it was actually friends, which, like I said, I didn't ask for any reviews or anything like that. So I'm still trying to stay within terms of service. But then what I did is after everyone got in there, I showed them the product. Everyone was really excited about it. And I said, would y'all all be willing to tell like 2 or 3 people each? And so they added people that I didn't know. We eventually had 160 people in the group. And I don't think all of them cashed in on what I offered. I offered a 50% off, and it was on my actual listing, so it wasn't specifically a coupon code for them because that's, I think, also against terms of service. If they give you a review, it's just kind of a fishy. I just didn't want to be in any sort of a weird thing. Yeah. But that was actually my break-even amount. I think I lost 20 cents for every one that they bought with that coupon code. But you never hear about that from doing jump send or anything like that. You're doing 99 cents a product and losing, $10 to $12 a piece. With mine, I don't know. I think I created the value in the group by making it something where they felt special for even being able to try it. And then they got to tell their secret friends about the special discount that only they were going to get. Even though that same discount was posted at the bottom of my listing in Amazon. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably took advantage of it. I only had it for 3 days because my sales went pretty crazy those 3 days. And if you see you'll see this little spike on my deal on the first. Yeah. So these, those right there.
I see.
This was day 1, and that was day 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
And so there's this huge spike, and then it just kind of flattened back out. But then look at that trend that just just slowly going up, and then I don't know. It sucks that I'm out of product now, but it's still.
But you're still ranked now.
Oh yeah, I still ranked for it. I need to figure out if I need to pause the listings or how to do that. I don't know if they can do that with like, I have the parent listing with child listings. I have to figure that out. But because one thing that's very frustrating, and I think it's a tip. I don't know if it is or not, but it's a tip. A lot of people use the I-999 tracking. Whenever you do that, it actually takes inventory away from your competitor or whoever you're tracking and puts it into a reserved category, which I didn't do that on purpose. I found this out. I think I haven't proven this, but I have those 3 variants that are sold out. They have about 15 in each of them that are reserved. Mm-hmm. And they weren't reserved before. They were all fulfillable before. And I think that means that they are in someone's cart and that they just haven't purchased it yet, because like there's been like 1 sale or 2 sales today from those items that were out of stock. So I don't know what's happening, but whenever you set up your listing, whenever you there's a section on there, I think it's in the offer section on the tabs, where you can put maximum amount. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you do that. Make sure that you put, if you think for some weird reasons to buy 10 of your things, then put 10. But, I had mine, I think at 15 or 20. But it could be, if someone's trying to track my product, it'll also prevent them from tracking it. And it'll stop people from putting a stupid amount in their cart and then blocking my inventory from being able to be sold.
And not buying.
Not positive on it, but I think that's what's going on.
Okay, I see. And I didn't ask you, but how did you find the product? Was it Jungle Scout?
It was actually a Maze Owl. I'm a big proponent of getting free software or free tips. Like the way that I learned YouTube, that's how I learned everything. I mean, and asking people, the groups. There is so much free information out there, and I think that courses are great. I didn't have the capital to put into courses because I wanted to put it all into products. I also had the freedom to learn over 2 months. I think that courses are good for someone that wants to learn in a week. And I think that especially if they want a basic course, they can do something like, Tanner's or, Kevin's for a more intense course. It's going to take you a lot more time. So I'm not against courses, but, with doing the free route, I decided to try a Maze Owl because I think it's Seth Kniep. That's a big friend of theirs. And I saw it through him. So I decided to try it out. I think it's really similar to the Jungle Scout web app, but it's a free version of it. And there's a way where you can combine the two, the Jungle Scout Chrome extension and a Maze Owl. So I found it on a Maze Owl. I showed it as a high potential. It was actually something that I was looking at a completely different product before, but it was actually it ranked for one of the keywords that I typed in for another product.
Yeah, I see. And
I saw it and it popped up and I was just like, okay. So moved it over to Jungle Scout, started tracking it, and I was just like, holy Moses! Like, they had a limit on theirs of 100, and I started tracking it there, and I guess I caught it on the right day because one day they sold 30, the next day they sold 35, and the next day they were sold out, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what's up. Let's do this. And that's why I was in such a rush, because I was like, okay, they sold out. I got to get it in now. Yeah. And I just threw everything aside. But, live and you learn. It was good. It was a good mistake to make.
Yeah. And what's your full-time job?
I own my own small distribution business. I actually sell ice cream. So that's actually what I'm wearing right now. Cool beans.
Yeah.
It's I'm not like the guy that drives around the neighborhoods or anything like that, with the little music. That's not me. I deliver to water parks and pools, convenience stores, stuff like that. It's like a prepackaged version of Dippin' Dots, but a lot creamier version of that. So
I'm sure your daughter loves it.
Do what?
I'm sure your daughter loves it. That is the ice cream guy.
Oh yeah. So that's um, that's actually one of the reasons I found Amazon. I have a lot of drive time with it, so I always listen to podcasts or YouTube videos and stuff, and that's how I stumble on it. But long term, I think I either want to automate that business or sell out. It's something that is it's 100% trading my time for money, and that's not what I've ever been about. I built it to turn it into a cash flow business, and I just don't know if that's going to happen or not. But I mean, it's supported me and my family for a year now, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. So at this point, how much time are you spending on Amazon? Or do you have time to do your full-time job and Amazon?
Yeah. I mean, the hardest part with Amazon is the first.
The first
I mean,
week.
it takes, yeah, it's like a week. It depends on how long it takes to find your product. I mean, it took me about 5 days. Some people it takes them 2 months. Some people it takes 12 hours. So I got lucky on that. But then after that, it just comes down to talking to the manufacturer, getting all that done. I mean, you can do it in 2 days if you needed to. Then you have to learn about doing a shipping plan and all that kind of stuff. And after you figure that out, I mean, the only thing that I do for Amazon right now
Is this
is that. That's it.
refreshing?
I'm addicted, but it's awesome though. And that's I have a buddy that he's actually an insurance adjuster, and because of the hurricanes down here, he's about to make several $100,000, and he wants to do Amazon. Like that's what he wants to do. Even though like he can make a bunch of money right now, he's going to do that, and then we're going to go together and own some products because he sees that this is completely hands off. I mean, you can make it as much as you want. If you want to work 12 hours a day at it, then go for it. That's not my goal. My goal, and I don't know if I want to get 15 or 20 products. I want to get enough products to where, I make more than all my friends. I can golf anytime that I want to. And if I want to work hard, then I work hard. But, you can outsource everything in this entire business. If you want to have a VA for everything and you just sit and collect the cash, I mean, that's not what I want to do because you'll just go brain dead like that. But, I could, that's what's so awesome. The potential is endless. You can do whatever you want. So I'm sure you're the same way. I mean, just from everything that you've seen in the group and all that kind of stuff, you probably are feeling it that way even more now since you got a job again. So
Yeah. I just got a job last week, and I've been trying to balance job and new classes as well, and launching
yeah, the launching part
is the tough part. It's not
yeah.
tough, but like time-consuming part.
Yeah, I mean yeah. I think I got really lucky with what happened, but from everything that I hear, I mean, that's what was nuts is talking to Matt Loberstein, and like on my first day, he asked how it went, and I showed him that I'd sold 4, and he was like, "Holy crap, dude! You got a winner." I'm like, "What do you mean I have a winner? That's 4. Like I sold 4 units. Like that's barely anything." He's like, "No, you don't understand. Like no one does 4 without any reviews or without ranking for anything." And then the next day I did 7. And he was like even more crazy about it.
Yeah, you did a whole week of selling without reviews. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a slow kind of start, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably spoiled. My next product, I'll probably sell like 3 the whole first week and be super bummed or something. I don't know. But
All right, let's do this. I did this in my last video. I don't know if you watched it, but with Nick, I gave him the 6 general steps of Amazon, and I asked him to give me quick tips, 1 word, 2 words, just your best tips for each step.
cool.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so the first part is the studying part, learning about Amazon. Should you take a course? Should you do what you did? What would you suggest?
There's 2 options. YouTube, if you have the time to, pay for a course if you want to do it faster.
You've done it without one, so it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. It just takes longer.
Yeah. Number 2, product research.
Use every tool out there that you can. Find free tools, find paid tools, do things differently than everyone else, and think outside the box.
Yeah. I if everyone's searching for the same criteria, everyone's selling the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guarantee no one will ever find my product because no one's looking at that price.
Okay.
You know?
Number 3, talking to suppliers and shipping.
Negotiate.
Yeah.
One word.
Don't forget that part.
Oh. Yeah.
Number 4, creating your listing and your keywords and your images.
It's been a while since I did that. It feels like I use a thing called Keyword Inspector. I do reverse ASINs on my competitors, and that's how I built my keywords. I basically copied exactly what they ranked for, and added some other things that I think that they should have been ranking for instead. So
Yeah, I'm gonna use that as well. Number 5, launching.
I think that my strategy was cool. Utilize your network to reach networks that you are not currently in, unless you want to do something like JumpSend or whatever, which I think those are, good options, but that's just not what I chose.
Okay. And number 6, have you done any Facebook ads? Do you know anything about that?
I did some Facebook ads for a Shopify store that I had, but I haven't for this yet. If you're trying to do a conversion campaign, you want to go from 200,000 to 800,000 audience. That's about what I could tell you. So.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Jarrod. I'm gonna put your channel below. Are you still posting?
I will be.
Okay. Do you want to say anything to end this?
No, man. Just if anyone out there is hesitating, feel free to reach out to me. I'm in the Entrepreneur Insiders group.
I'll put a link to the group as well.
Cool. So.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you liked this video, if it was interesting. Subscribe if you want to see some more. What else do we say?
That's it.
That's it. Peace
It's
out.
selling.